What is up, YouTube? This is T.1 coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to talk to you about Kong Skull Island. Now, I was pretty excited for this film. It was on my most anticipated of the year list for a couple of reasons. The cast looked good, even though John C. Reilly seemed out of place, and I loved the original film. The 1933 King Kong is the epitome of old school Hollywood adventure. The kind of film Raiders of the Lost Ark was a tribute to, and that's the greatest film of all time, so you know. But for some reason, no one has really been able to pull that off again. The 70s version was atrocious, and the Peter Jackson film had the worst pacing since anything he's been involved with since Lord of the Rings, pretty much. That's why I was glad to hear that this movie wouldn't follow the same plot as the original. But I did expect it to have a plot of some sort. I was wrong. Yeah, this is a really dumb movie, but I must confess, I had a lot of fun with it. It's just kind of a roller coaster. That's probably the biggest positive. It's a lot of fun. The tone is pretty light, and it never takes itself as seriously as 2014's Godzilla, and I was grateful for that. The cinematography is by Larry Fong, who's one of my all-time favorites, and yeah, this movie looks gorgeous. There's lots of colors, and its visuals are more interesting than pretty much anything I've seen this year. The creature designs are pretty creative, and I like that Kong feels like he did in the 1933 film, even though his scale is massive. Like Godzilla, the film does suffer in the character department, but some of the side characters weren't so bad. Sam Jackson was cool. Toby Kebbell was surprisingly likable, but by far the best one in this movie is John C. Reilly. I was worried when I saw him in the trailer. I thought he was going to suck, but he's hilarious, and he was also, to be honest, the only one I truly wanted to see get out alive. He made this movie a lot better than it could have been, and the action scenes are freaking awesome. There's a lot more action too. Kong is in this movie pretty early on, and he's kicking ass a lot. See, Godzilla had like 11 minutes total of fight scenes, even though they were really well done. And this film has a lot more action at the forefront, even though it does slow down a bit at times. But there are quite a few negatives. As I said, the main characters just did not work for me. I want to like Tom Hiddleston because it's Tom Hiddleston, same goes for Brie Larson, but both of them very much felt like they were here for a paycheck. And I normally love John Goodman, but he did this weird voice the whole movie, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. Then there are some characters that don't even feel like they have a reason to be there, like some of the soldiers, John Goodman's friend, or what the hell was up with that Asian chick? The story is pretty paper thin, and most of the dialogue is just awful. I'd be surprised if this wasn't a first draft. I mean, from the beginning. Speaking of the beginning, the first, I want to say 25 minutes of this movie are terrible. But once they get to Skull Island and break through that little fog barrier thing, it does pick up a lot. In the beginning, especially, the editing really annoyed me. It felt like the director, Jordan Vogt Roberts, was trying to make all the talking scenes seem less boring, but all it did was get on my nerves. And with the exception of John C. Reilly, every single solitary joke in this movie crashes and burns. Oh my god. And there are quite a few. The silence in the audience was deafening. But there is still a lot to like here, and it very much felt like the kind of movie Jurassic World was, you know. And a lot of people didn't like that, but I had fun with it, and I had fun with Kong Skull Island too. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because, as I've said many times, it's just fun. It's not perfect, it is dumb, but if you go in with low expectations, you might have a good time with it. Steak1 signing out.